What's up, guys? So, Jake Paul put out this post that says, Dear Bisping, which is Michael Bisping. It says, I challenge you to stop hosting your struggle podcast, get licensed to fight, and box me. Let's see if that UFC belt and all that respect you have can help you beat me in a boxing match. So, let's see what Jake Paul had to say. Hopefully my phone will not freeze the whole damn time. Like it is right now. Come on, go back.
Hey, mate, why do we gotta do this? All right, fuck it. We'll do it. We'll fuck around. All right, Michael. So Bisping's coming at me on Twitter, saying I'll never win a championship and I'll never earn the respect of the fight community. He may be right. Now, you can't pay your...
So, Bisbee says just because he has a belt that makes him more profitable than Jake Paul, you're going to find out that's not true.
Rent or your mortgage with the championship belt or respect. So quite frankly, I don't give a fuck. When I was crying earlier after he tweeted me, I was sobbing. Then I was like, fuck.
Oh, man. I was not a fan of Jake Paul. When Jake Paul and Logan Paul were coming up, I was not a fan of Jake. I kind of like Logan, but I didn't like Jake at all. But since he's become a boxer and this boy can promote anything, so if this fight does happen, it's probably going to make a lot of money. So
I started wiping my tears away with the $50 million that I made last year fighting. In my last fight, by the time round 3 was over, I made more money than he did in his whole entire career.
Which is absolutely crazy. It just goes to show that UFC does not pay their fighters good enough at all.
I get why he's mad at the new kid on the block, whatever, talking all this shit. And, when he looks at his bank account, guys, you may not know this, but he only sees half of it. So he really thinks he made half of that amount of money since he only has one eye.
I fucking couldn't see it.
But the eye joke's not funny. I truly don't think it's funny. I think it's mean, and I am sorry. Now, Michael,
maybe that's a little wrong, but it's part of the business. It's part of the business. Sometimes you got to take what you get, and if you're gonna talk crap, which Bisping did, then you take what's coming to you, and Jake's giving it to him.
I'm not just the type of person to talk shit without backing it up. So if you can get licensed with your one eye and old ass and all that crazy shit you got going on, I would love to fight you. Let's see if that championship that you won and all the respect you have from the fight community can really get you through a boxing match with me. Because I bet it can. I will whoop your old ass. But with all that said, here's the two things.
I am also think that Jake Paul would whoop Michael Bisping's ass in a boxing match. Boxing and UFC are totally two different branches of fighting. Boxing is standing straight up with somebody and punching them with gloves that hurt a little bit more than what UFC gloves hurt. And most UFC fights are not really boxing. They are ground and pound fights. So it's a totally different surrounding. Jake's been boxing for 3 straight years now and working out for 3 straight years now. I think he'd walk through Michael Bisping.
That I want to point out. A, Tyron Woodley was a 5-time UFC champion, and look what happened to him. And B, Michael Bisping has paid me respect. I mean, look at what he said on this article. Jake Paul isn't just a YouTuber, continued Bisping. He's a boxer now. He's still a YouTuber, but he's also a boxer. Just because you discover your love for the sweet science later in life doesn't mean you have to be labeled a YouTuber your entire life. The reality is, Jake Paul is doing a great thing in the boxing world. Jake Paul is bringing a lot of attention, a lot of eyes to the boxing world. Suspicious. So does this mean you respect me, Michael? I think it does. Oh, you're swallowing your own words. I want to swallow your eyeball. Pop that thing out for me, Daddy.
Do I think this fight's going to happen? It's a possibility. I'd rather see Jake Paul actually fight even a crappy boxer. So these people will shut the hell up about him not fighting a boxer. Put him in there with somebody that's like 0-20 or something, that's never won a fight, that's a boxer, and have Jake go in there and walk through him. But more than likely, we're going to see Jake Paul versus some past UFC fighter, and it could be Michael Bisping. We'll have to wait and see. What do you guys think? It looks like Michael Bisping also did a video on Jake Paul, and if you guys want me to do a reaction to that, comment below and let me know. If you guys want to support my channel, you can do so by going and clicking on my PayPal button down there in the description. If you want to send me something cool to my P.O. Box, that's also down there in the description. We'll see you guys out in the next video. Peace.